In Phase 1, we established the urgent need for evidence-based homegrown school feeding solutions. Since then, the FRESHGROWS team has moved from concept to rigorous validation. We traveled across districts, conducting intensive workshops to validate our data collection tools, ensuring every metric was relevant, inclusive, and adaptable. With the tools validated and the roadmap set, we now turn our lens to the ground reality.
So for Kazungula, we are a 100% feeding district. It means that all primary and community schools are supposed to feed. The target is ECE children from grades 1 to 7. The population is about 57,000 plus, almost close to 60,000. These are the children that we are supposed to feed every day of the calendar day.
The program has transitioned from donor reliance to a government-funded model. However, aligning funding release with the agricultural calendar remains a critical hurdle.
If we were to feed the children, our budget is about 5 million per term. Within about 15 million. Government has been releasing almost 60% of that amount.
Okay.
We've received up to at least 2.4 million per term. And that is also dependent on whether we've spent the money. Yeah, the capacity to spend. If we have balances brought forward, they would reduce the amount depending on what is left in that term.
Procurement is decentralized. The district engages local cooperatives to aggregate crops like maize and cowpeas from within the community, keeping resources local.
Yes, I'm a farmer. I also grow cowpeas, maize, sunflower, and groundnuts. What do you know about school feeding program?
Yes. The cooperative, we are in touch with the communities because it is the whole district. So we buy from communities the commodities, then we keep from here. Even from the smallest size, or even if it is 1 kg, we do buy. So the communities are benefiting.
We identify local cooperatives or farmers that have capacity to deliver those quantities, and they will be requested to submit their quotations, and then we take to the approval from the procurement committees, and then we write back to the minister, to DEPS on those that have successfully. So they are chosen in their respective zones so that the movement of the food, not from far places, but within the areas that they require those homegrown foods.
This program in the school, the homegrown feeding program in the school, is actually performing miracles. In terms of attendance, the attendance has tremendously improved. We also we are found in the top 5 brackets in terms of performance.
I would say that this program is really helping in terms of learners attending classes. Yeah. Yes.
The impact is clear. However, climate change poses a severe threat. The recent droughts forced the district to look beyond its borders, straining the homegrown promise.
The challenge is that with the commodity we sell we give the children. With that, there is no problem. But where the 2024 season, it was a dry season where farmers did not get enough maize. So the maize were gotten from the government. So we used our transportation, but now paying our transportation for their maize. That is where there is a problem.
The administrative engine is also struggling. The vast geography of the districts, combined with delayed payments for transport creates friction.
They have since also changed the mode of transportation. Now it will be by distance. Before then, it was by tonnage. You have to move 1 ton per 1,000. No, the rate was, it doesn't matter where you're going.
So that's one.
You have to move by ton and 1,000 quad. So that disadvantages districts like us, which has distances above 300. They had to go to the last school, which is 385 kilometers, carrying a few bags. They have to meet that cost. And what he said is very true. Some schools are before a river, you have to cross the stream and they have to pay the local transport because they have the contract. As it is from gate to the school gate. If the school has not issued the goods received not with a stamp, they can't be paid for that. So they really suffered. They were moving to and fro to make sure that all the documents are right.
So this is our feeding shelter. Right. Yes. So our shelter has these water points here that we use for cooking as well as children washing their hands from here.
At the school level, the challenge shifts to preparation.
When the fruits are ripe, on top of the meal that we supplied by government, we usually have a day when we just give a fruit to each learner, just to ensure a balanced diet of the fruit.
With no budget for paid staff, schools rely on volunteer parents, a model that is increasingly fragile.
Particularly upon a uniform, I think at least to never be there, then it might upload, you know, only marvelous is okay. But as long as I as only what is just only if I represent it. Yeah.
I have 5 children as a programmer. Now, for those 5 children, to feed them when you are not getting paid, it's not an easy thing.
So his request is that if the government can consider the points by giving them an incentive, I think that would be much better. Incentive. Money, tools to use, regalia, possible salary, rewarding those who work hard and who are honest. All these are recommendations that come from us.
Despite the challenges, the program is a catalyst for local economic empowerment. Farmers are seeing real returns.
When we got there, some were giving maybe 20 shares. They were going with the life. So they were able to buy a seed for the season, guides, fertilizers. So some were we built houses. So the benefit is to men. We have gotten a lot of benefit.
We fluctuate. I can say the ladies sell more because they've got pieceworks. We see more ladies, unlike men. But the difference is the men bring in bulk compared to the ladies.
As we have engaged ourselves into this business, we don't think that we are going to fail. We have got a very big vision that we are going to prosper because as a cooperative we're working together. Whenever we want some resources, we put together and do it.
The school feeding program, in my view, is a catalytic ingredient that ensures that the pupils are able to attain their academic potential. So as a local authority, we stand ready to actually support this program and ensure that it is successfully implemented in our district.
We are very grateful for sharing your knowledge and experience. SHIN coordinators, WDC officials, kids, PTA members, and the eventual citizens of Kazungula district.